does help.
Right, so what she's trying, so what happens is over time, degeneration from turning, what have you, and the problem is it's three-dimensional, so we do that, which is a turn and a tilt, which is not good on here. We want to turn or tilt, but when we turn and tilt here and here, that's where we get an unequal loading of the discs and vertebrae. So heavy stretching when you're relaxed, where your head weighs 7 kilos. So if you do tilting with your head up, it's a bloody heavy weight. Yeah. So it's loading this side and stretching this side. So what will be trying to do is by doing that, she's trying to strengthen
the other muscles.
She's trying to keep it all stacked. So we want to mobilize, but we want to mobilize in a supported way because we don't want to get rigid. So we need to keep motion going, but we don't want to mobilize while we're all wobbling. So that's why I do stuff with your head on the floor, because that mobilizes, but your head is being held.
Your head is being held. Thank you very much.
All right, perfect. Right, I'll mute you and then let's go for it. So let me get the thing in the right place. Right. Okay, so I've got the roller nearby, and I've got the squishy ball. So we'll just start by mobilizing the spine, the lower spine. So everything that we're doing, we're trying to mobilizing means getting the full movement around that joint, but what we don't want to do is get the full movement in a scary, vulnerable way. So we support as much as we can. Okay, so reaching down towards those feet, so rolling onto that front bottom. Keep that, so again, keeping the neck aligned. So pulling the chin into the throat, and imagine you've got the base of your skull here. I imagine someone's got hold of their fingers tucked under there into my brain, and they're just pulling that up towards the sky. So they're lengthening the spine. So it's not tipping the head forward, and it's not collapsing, but it's lengthening. So we're lengthening forwards, pulling onto the front bottom, and then sit yourself up. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, round and back. Roll those shoulders, put the hands on the floor and push the chest forward. So here we tend to have the chin dropping down to the chest. So we just want to pull the top of the head to the sky, or with mum, or actually both of you, pull the back of your skull and the base of the skull here backwards. So you haven't got this forward head like this, head's back. And then you can, mum, you stay there, Jane. Mum, you can just gently lift your chin up, pulling the front of the chest up. So if the degeneration in the discs and vertebrae is on the side and the back, tipping back, and then bring that head forward, is going to be potentially vulnerable. Pulling those shoulders back, keep the eyes horizontal, push the chest forward, and then take the hands from the floor, and then rock on those seat bones, push left, push right, push left, push right. And then shimmy side to side, so you embed the seat bones into the ground, and then look at your feet. So my feet, when I do that, my right foot is closer to me. So I'm going to push that right foot away. So that means my sacroiliac joints are not even. Push the left foot, push the right foot, push left, push right, push left, push right, push left, push right, and then come to the center where those heels are even. And then lifting the chest, we're going to lean forward, let those knees come up, bring the tummy onto the thighs, push the head up towards the sky, so up, lifting, hold behind those legs, pull, and then push the spine out, so we round it but don't collapse it. So stretching the back of the, in between the vertebra and discs at the back, and then pull that chest forwards and up, and then point those toes, flex those ankles, point, flex, point, flex, point, feet to the left, feet to the right, like windscreen wipers, left, right. Now bring those, flex those feet and do windscreen wipers. Now do circles, spreading those toes, move those toes around, circles the other way. And then relax, pull those feet forward, lifting yourself up, and then bring yourself up to vertical. So lifting, light on the seat bones, pushing down here, lifting that head up. Left hand on the right knee, right hand behind. Turn from the tummy. So your tummy button's turning, not turning your neck. Get your breastbone around, get your tummy button around, and your head is loose. And then come around the other way. Right hand on left knee, pull the tummy button around. Lifting the chest up. Turning that head and neck. And then come back to the center. Okay, reaching all the way forwards again. And then lifting up nice and tall, rolling those shoulders back and down. Grab that squishy ball, pop it on the mat. And then lowering to lower down to the ball. Push here, push the pelvis flat. So I'm going to flatten my pelvis, come onto my elbows, chins up, and then rest the ball in between them, in the bra strap area, in between the shoulder blades. Take the head in the hands. So I'm supported by the lower back. And I've got I'm supported by that ball. Lower back's down towards the floor. Now I'm going to lift my tummy to the sky and let my head go down to the ground and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out and let those elbows flop to the floor. Breathing in. Breathing out. So I get all sorts of cricks go on here. Push the tailbone down. Have the back of the head into the floor. Stretch through that tummy, breathing out. Keep that flow of oxygen through the lungs. Big breaths in, big breaths out. And as you do that, glide the head round towards the left. So you curl towards the left. And then glide the head and shoulders around towards the right. So I'm leaning or I'm curling in like a banana. Go around to the left with the ball still staying in that back. Fingers just bounce along the floor. And then go over to the right. And then back to the center. And then rocking left, rocking right, and move that ball down towards those bottom ribs. So just as if someone's got two hands on the spine and then rocking back. So taking that head, that ball up towards the base of the neck. Just rocking left, rocking right. Don't go too high. Just go to where's comfortable. Or none of it's probably comfortable. Just go to as high up as you feel you can. Rocking left, rocking right. So the ball goes over those shoulder blades. So it's just mobilizing, massaging the soft tissue, moving those bones, wiggling. So you're just wiggling over the ball, moving it down. And then wiggle back up again. I have to kind of move the jumper so it doesn't get all tangled up. And then move it around, so get it on those shoulders. So move it across, the shoulder blades. So it's the middle of that thoracic spine. So it's as if somebody's, in Japan, they walk on your back. So it's that kind of feeling like you've got some load being pushed into those vertebrae and discs, into those ribs, into those shoulders. And then bring it back to that bra strap area, resting the feet on the floor, resting the head on the floor. And take those hands all the way overhead, reaching and stretching. And lengthen those legs away so you feel stretch through your belly, opening that chest. And then bring those hands back, bring those legs back, and just rock over onto the right side, slide off the ball and just move that ball out of the way. And then rock back onto your back on the floor. So give yourself some space, arms are down by the side, roll those shoulders up to the ears, slide the backs of the hands down to the floor and put those legs out straight. Draw that core in, so feel those lower ribs are on the ground, middle and upper ribs. Lengthen that head, pull those shoulders down towards the waist. Okay, feel that the legs feel like they're pulling up a little bit off the ground. So we're going to slide that right leg in, take hold of it, and pull that right knee up towards that left shoulder. Pushing that left leg away, putting that right leg up. Lengthening, push the back of the head into the floor. Breathing in, breathing out. Pulling that right knee up, pushing that left knee down. And then pull that right leg all the way over the body. Let the hips lift up. Keep the eyes to the sky. Pulling that left leg straight. Pull that right leg all the way down to the floor. My right arm is perpendicular to the body. Breathing in. Turn the eyes to that right hand if you can. Breathing out to the floor, supporting the back of the head. Breathing in, turning with the tummy. Bring the tummy to the sky. And then roll back onto the back. Pull that right knee in. And then pull that right leg over the body again. Turning the eyes right. Bring that right nostril to the floor. And then let that right hand come up. Roll over onto that left hand side. Support the head with the underneath arm. And take hold of this right foot in that right hand. Let that left leg drift forward a little bit. Push that right foot into the hand and lengthen it away behind the body. Lengthening it away. Stretching, let it come in and then push it away. Clenching with the bum. Pushing the pubic bone forwards using the glutes. Swivel that right hand so it goes under your foot and it's holding the ball of the foot. And then let yourself roll backwards slightly. Put your head on the floor and put that foot on the floor. So my shoulders are more, my chest is more open to the sky. Now bring that left leg in and put the left foot on the right knee. Draw in the core and put your back, your lower back in, down towards the ground. And then using your breath, try and pull that left leg. So you're trying to push the right knee down to the floor. So you get more stretch in that quad and in the hip flexors. So just use as much stretch as you feel comfortable. And then take that left foot off and let the right leg ping up and let go of the right foot and roll onto your back. Okay, left leg straight. Bring that right knee in towards the chest again. And then turn that right leg. So holding the foot, don't worry about the other leg, just hold the foot of this leg. I'm just going to cradle it. You're going to glide it across the body to the left and then back. Across to the left and back. Across and back. Across and back. Across to the left and back. Across to the left and then pull that foot up towards the left shoulder. Feel the stretch through this bum. And then let go of that leg. Pull that knee up towards the right shoulder again. And then pull that knee all the way over the body, pushing that right hand away, turning right. Breathing in, breathing out. And then roll back onto the back. And let that right leg go out straight. So arms by your side, roll those shoulders up to the ears, down and back, and feel that the right leg feels flatter. Now pull that left knee in, take hold of the knee, pull that knee up towards the shoulder. Pulling that knee up, pushing the other leg away. Pulling it up, pushing the other one away. Bring that left leg over the body to the floor, pushing that left hand away. Lifting that head up, turning those eyes left. Pushing that right leg straight, pushing that left knee down, drawing the tummy in, lifting up the core, turning, looking left. Breathing in, breathing out. Go back onto the back. Pull that left knee up in towards the shoulder, pushing the right leg away. And then pull the left leg all the way over again. Eyes to the sky, left knee to the floor. Left hand away, perpendicular to the body. Eyes left. If you can, keeping that body straight, keep the spine straight, keep the neck straight. And then roll over onto the right hand side. Support the head with the underneath arm. Take hold of this left foot in that left hand. Push that right leg away. Push that left foot in that left hand. Lengthening. Yeah, support let your head come down, I think, Jane. When you hold it up there, there's a bit of too much of a bend, so let it just come flat. Push that foot into the hand, and then swivel this hand under this foot, and let that leg go back on the floor, and open your chest, so you're going slightly onto your back, and then bring that right foot up, put it on that left knee, pull that tummy in, pulling that lower back to the ground, and then pushing that foot on the knee, so you're pulling the knee down. So you feel a stretch through the quads, through the hip flexors. Breathing in, breathing out. Lengthen. Breathing in, breathing out. And then let that foot fall off the knee. Take it out of the hand, put the sole of the foot on the floor and roll back onto your back. Bring that left knee up, push that right leg away. Stretching the left knee up. And then pulling that left leg all the way over the body, turning the eyes left again, stretching through that lower back. Stretching through the middle back. Bringing that chest up to the sky. Roll back onto the back, turn this right leg. Take hold of that right foot. And we're just going to cradle it, glide it across the body and back. Across and back. Across and back. Across and back. Across, so it's glided right, and then pull that foot up towards the right shoulder. Feel the stretch in the bum. Breathing in. Breathing out. Release that foot, let go of that leg. Let that leg go out straight. Roll those shoulders up to the ears into the floor. Slide those shoulders down. Put those lower ribs, middle ribs, top ribs in the ground. Turn the palms of the hands up and slide those hands out so they're perpendicular to the body, but the elbows are down by the side. So we've got an open chest. Drawing in the core so the lower back's not arching. Feel those legs. Feel how those legs feel quite flat to the ground. Good, drawing in that core. Now pulling those shoulders away from the ears. Just roll that head over to the left so the eyes look left. And then pull that right shoulder into the ground. Pull that left nostril into the ground so we stretch through that right side. Bring that, roll those eyes back to the sky. Roll those eyes over to the right. Pull that left shoulder into the floor. Wait. All the way over with that right nostril. Eyes back to the sky. Keep those hands back to the hands towards the floor. Keep the upper back flattened to the ground. Roll that head over to the left. Now slide the head backwards a bit so the neck stays straight. When you roll it, the neck's bent. Now pull that left nostril down to the ground. Make sure you're keeping the spine all in its neutral position. So we've got the lower ribs on the floor, middle ribs, upper ribs. Trying to pull the backs of the hands backwards. The small engagement of the abs to control that lower spine, pulling that nose down to the ground. And then let those eyes, roll the head back so the eyes come to the sky. Slide the head back to the middle. Slide the head over left a bit. And then roll that head over to the right. So we're trying to get, we need to get the nostril going down to the floor, we want the spine straight. So you either roll the head and then slide the head backwards, or you slide the head over to one side slightly and then roll it. It's up to you. Pull that that right nostril down to the floor. Keep those shoulders back and down. So we're in alignment. And then release, bring the eyes up, bring the head up. So if we've got pain when we do those rotations with the spine stabilized, then we potentially have got misshapen vertebra from degeneration, or we've got bony spurs that have grown because there's been uneven weighting. Bring those hands back up to the sky, keep the elbows on the floor. Take those hands out wide, keeping those shoulders engaged to the ground. Bring those hands up. Take those hands wide without letting the spine pull away from the floor. Bring those hands back up. Take those hands wide. So these are exercises we do on our tummy. We've got to make sure that we've got engagement. We're not wiggling all the spine around. So you should feel, you've got to feel how it feels when you're the other way up. Bring those hands together. Take those hands down. Bring those hands back up. Bring that right knee up, put the foot flat on the floor. Bring that left knee up, bring that foot flat on the floor. Have both elbows on the floor, hands in the sky. Bring that right foot off the floor, knee above the hip. Put that right foot back down. Bring that right foot up, so no movement of any part of the body except the leg. Put the foot down, bring it up, put it down, other leg, left leg up. Tap that foot down for 3, lift, 2, lift, 1, lift and hold it up. Bring the right leg up as well. So now we engage the abs, keep the shoulders away from the ears, keep that neck supported, keep that upper back stabilized. Tap that right foot down to the ground, feel the core have to work, lift the right leg. Tap the right foot, lift it. Tap the right foot, lift it. 2 more. Breathe out as you go down. Breathe in as you come up. Breathe out as you go down. Breathe in as you come up. Left leg down for 5 and lift. 4, keep that core really strong, lift. Clench with the bum as you take the leg over. 3, lift. 2, lift. 1, lift. Have both knees above the hips. Breathing in, flatten the lower back, lift the tailbone up and release. Flatten and lift, release. 4 more, release. 3 more, release. 2 more, release. 1 more, stabilize, neutral spine. So we're going to lift that lower back slightly. Right leg over to the floor. Rest the heel on the floor. Left leg over to the floor, heel on the floor. Right leg up, left leg up. Left leg down, right leg down. Left leg up, right leg up. So both legs are up. So right leg, take it over to the floor, lightly on the floor, slide it out straight, point it away, keep it there. Bring it back in, bring it back up. Left leg over to the floor with a knee bent. Extend it out straight. Bring it back in, bring it back up. Right leg over to the floor. Extend it out straight. Slide it back in, bring it back up. Left leg over to the floor. Slide it out straight. Bring it back in, bring it back up. Right leg over to the floor. Take it out straight. Take it straight up in the air. Good. Now your lower back shouldn't have flattened. Take that left leg, that right leg down to the floor. Good. Keeping that lower back still. Lift that right leg up. Good. Lower that right leg down. 1 more. Lift that leg up. Lower it down. Bend it in and bring it back next to the other one. So your spine stays still. Left leg over to the floor. Take it out straight. Lift it up to the sky. Take it down. Don't let that lower back flatten and raise. Lift it up. Take it down. Lift it up. Take it down. Bring it back in. Bring it back up. Right leg over to the floor. Take it out straight. Hover it. Left leg over to the floor. Oh, see if you can take that out straight. Right leg back in. Back up. Left leg back in. Back up. Okay, left leg over to the floor. Slide it out. So you can have it just touching the ground. Right leg over to the floor, just touching. Slide that right leg out straight so they're just resting on the floor. Bring the left leg in, back up, bring it right leg in and back up. Okay, pop those feet on the floor, pop those hands on the floor beside you. So feet are under the knees, so keep them quite close to your bum. Bring the balls of the feet and the toes off the ground, breathing in. On the out breath, flatten the lower back in the floor and tilt the pelvis. Keep the spine, the waist up, stays on the ground. Put the bum back down and arch. So we're peeling the back off the ground and then we're spreading the lower back on the ground. Flatten that lower back, lift the pubic bone up, push through the heels. This time come up into the bridge. All the way up and then lowering one vertebra at a time, arching the back all the way down, tailbone down last, arch the back at the bottom, breathe in, breathe out, flatten the back, push through the heels, clench the bum, lift, holding up strong, lowering one vertebra at a time, arching that back at the bottom, breathing in. On the out breath, push through the heels. Pubic bone up into the sky, lifting up tall, and then lowering all the way back down again. Arch the back at the bottom. Breathe in. On the out breath, flatten the back, pubic bone up, lift. Hold here, hold up in that bridge. Bring the arms all the way overhead onto the floor above you. And then lower that spine one vertebra at a time all the way down. Arch the back at the bottom, bring those arms back over by your side. Breathe in, flatten the back, push through the heels, lift the pubic bone up high. Holding up strong, bring those arms all the way overhead. Breathing in. On the out breath, lower one vertebra at a time. Arch the back at the bottom, bring those arms all the way back. Breathe in. On the out breath, flatten the back, push through the heels, lift. Bring those arms all the way overhead. Breathing in. On the out breath, lowering one vertebra at a time. Arch the back at the bottom and bring those arms back. Okay, one more. Make sure your feet are close enough to your bum that then if they're far away like this, it'll tie your hamstrings up. So have your feet in close. So balls of the feet are off the ground. Breathing in. Flatten the back, lift that tailbone. Push through the heels, lift the pelvis up in the sky. Hold up strong. Bring those arms all the way overhead. Lower that body all the way down to the ground. Bring those arms back down by your side. Breathing in. On the out breath, lengthen the right leg out straight. Lengthen the left leg out straight. So Mum, if you want to come up by rolling onto your side, Jane, we're going to do a roll up. So push those hands towards the feet, lower the back and lift yourself up tall. Mum, if you want to roll over onto your side and do it, or come up. I want you to come up into sitting, so however you want to do it. Right, so just sit here, just breathe, look forward. So you might feel lightheaded from coming up from lying down, so breathing in. Roll those shoulders up to your ears, round and back. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, round and back. Put the hands on the floor behind. Lift that chest up. Imagine someone's got hold of the back of your skull and they're pulling it up to the ceiling. Lengthening, pulling those shoulders back. Breathing in. Breathing out, pull those shoulders together. Okay, release onto the seat bones, hands on the legs. And then rolling all the way forwards. Stretching through those hamstrings. Okay, sitting up tall. So we'll do a few abs, but we're not going to go all the way back. So bend the knees and put the feet flat on the floor, holding onto those onto the front of the knees. Get yourself so your seat bones are even. Shimmy a bit side to side, lift that chest, and then just lean backwards, but loosen that neck. So lean back as far as you feel comfortable. But I want the chest up high. So as you lift that chest up, feel how your lower abs engage. Bring those arms up in front. So you're holding your chest. So lean back a few inches, come back to that position. Lean back a few inches, come back to that position. Lean back a few inches, keep that chest up, come back to the position. Lean back a few inches, come back, 3 more. Back for 3, and up for 2, and up for 1, and then all the way up, holding onto those knees. Slide the feet forward if you need, sit yourself up tall. Cross those arms, turning right, center, turning left, center, turn from your lower abdominals, turning right, center, turning left, center, turning right, center, turning left, center. Okay, holding onto the legs. Put those legs straight, take them apart. Give yourself some space. So take your legs apart, put the hands behind the bottom and just lift up. So you're lifting onto those seat bones and then hold those, put your hands down under the inside of your knees. Use your arms to pull yourself forwards and up. Hands on the put the hands on the top of the knees. Bring that left arm up into the sky. Slide the right hand down towards this right ankle and reach over. So we stretch through that left side. Pushing that right hand, the left hand towards that right foot. Bringing that chest up. Bring that arm up to the sky, back down onto that left leg. Take the right hand away, hold on to this left leg. Bring the right arm up, slide the left hand down the leg. So we keep it, the hand is keeping the chest forward, stretching through that right side. All the way through that right side. And back up. Right hand on the right knee. Lift yourself tall, so we're trying to keep in neutral spine. Left arm up into the sky. Reaching the right hand down the right leg, reaching the left hand towards the right toes. Use the right hand to push the chest forward to keep yourself strong. Bring that hand all the way back onto that left leg. Lift up tall, bring the right arm up into the air, reaching over. Reaching over, stretching. And then come back. Take those arms out wide. Now turning the body round to the left, so your arms are perpendicular to your legs. Back to the center. Turning right. Back to center. Turning left. Center. Right. Center. Turning from the tummy, left. Center, right, center. Rest the hands down on the legs. Wiggle those legs and bring them back in. So you might feel a bit of sensation in those hip flexors and thighs. Let the knees bend up. Come forwards onto your front bottom. Breathing in. Breathing out. Lift yourself up nice and tall. Swing those legs around and come onto all fours. So we'll do a bit of stretching of the front of the body. So tailbone down, push that back up. Tailbone up, bring the chest down, bring those eyes up. Tailbone down, push the back up. Tailbone up, chest down, eyes up. Pull those knees apart on the floor and or slide them away, sorry. use the tension of the mat as if you're trying to separate them, but don't actually move them. So engage your glutes, slide those hands forwards and bring that forehead down onto the ground. Breathing in, breathing out. Push those armpits into the floor, bringing that chest down to the ground. Keep those arms straight, stretching through those armpits. Breathing in, breathing out. Now glide that body back towards those heels, dragging those hands, and lift yourself up onto all fours. Turn the tailbone down, push the back up. And then turn the tailbone up, push the chest down, lengthen the front of the body. Breathing in. On the out breath, slide those hands forwards on the mat. Taking that chest down to the floor, taking that forehead down. Take the chin down if you can. If you can't, just rest the forehead on the floor, pushing those hands forward. And then pulling those arms, those forearms and hands into the ground. Trying to lower the armpits down. Feel the stretch through the armpits. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Glide that body back towards the heels. Putting those knees apart, come back up onto all fours. Good. Tailbone down, back up. Tailbone up, belly down. One more, slide those hands forwards. Bringing that chest down, bringing that chin or forehead down. Push those forearms and hands into the ground. Push the right, push the left, push right, push left, push both. Glide the body back. Lift yourself back up onto all fours. Lengthen the body, big breath in. So middle fingers parallel, turn the inside of the arms forward. Weight on the left hand, bring that right arm up into the sky. Push that right arm back, turning through that lower back. And then swing that arm through under that left shoulder, reaching. Breathing in. Push off the left hand, bring that right arm up into the sky. Pull that right arm back, turn through that torso. Good. Bring that right arm all the way down under that left shoulder. Breathing in. Push off that left hand, bring that right arm up. Pull that right arm back. And then release, come all the way down. Push that hand through. And then come back up onto all fours. Lengthen that spine. Bring that left arm up into the sky. Pull that left shoulder back. Release, let that left arm go all the way through. So part of neck pain and stiffness, it stems from lack of movement in a thoracic spine. Push off that right hand, bring that left arm up into the sky. So we want to get good rotation in our ribs, good movement in our shoulders. Release that left hand all the way through. Breathing in. Push off that right hand, bring that left arm up into the sky. And then swing that left hand all the way through. And then come back onto all fours. Come down onto the elbows, slide those knees away and lie on the ground. Forehead on the ground, let those elbows slide out sideways. Bring that right knee up towards the waist. Bring that right hand towards the bottom ribs. Let the left elbow slide away. Turn the eyes right and lift this right side up off the ground. So you're on your tummy, stretching that left shoulder. So let the left arm is flat on the floor, left chest is on the floor, left side. You're lifting the right side up with the knee and the hand. Keep the side of your head, the left side of your head on the floor. Breathing in, push that left arm into the ground. Breathing out. Breathing in, Release the push of the left arm and lift the right side a little bit higher. Push that left arm into the ground. Breathing in. Lengthen the head away from the toes. Breathing out, release. And then push off the left hand, lift that right foot up, and pushing off the right hand, lift the right leg up and take it over the body. So right knee's in the sky, right foot's on the floor past the left leg. So we're increasing the stretch. The whole thing is stretching this, this left shoulder. Good, and then let that leg come back in, and then roll yourself back onto your tummy and let those arms come down. So on the other side, right arm stays on the floor, right leg stays straight. Put the palm of the left hand on the floor by the bottom ribs and slide the left knee up towards the waist. Rolling the body on towards the right side. So I've got my right cheek on the floor. And lift that right side. Push that lift that left side. Push that right arm into the ground. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out, release the push, lift the left side a bit higher. Push that right arm into the floor again. Breathing in. Breathing out. Release the right push. Lift off the left side. Bring that left leg over the floor behind. Trying to keep the knee high. Pushing, lengthening that right leg. Lifting that left side, stretching that right chest, that right shoulder. Breathing in. Breathing out. Release back onto the tummy. Forehead on the ground. Draw in the core, clench the bum, lengthen the legs. Lift the hands and forearms up. Lower them. Lift the hands and forearms up. Lower them. Lift them up and lift the whole arm up. Keep the shoulder away from the ears. Pulse those arms into the sky for 5, 4, 3, 2, hold up for 1. Lift the left arm, right leg for 3, 2, 1. Right arm, left leg for 3, 2, 1. Keep the legs up, keep the tummy up. Pulse those arms up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. And lower. Clench the bum, draw in the core, lift those legs off the floor. Lift the hands and forearms up, lift the whole arm up. Pass the right hand, left leg for 3, 2, 1. Left hand, right leg, 3, 2, 1. Both legs, 3, 2, 1. And then the arms for 5, 4. Right up to the sky, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, down and back. Take those hands down over your bum. Hold those, link those fingers. Don't let the shoulders flop to the floor. Roll the shoulders up to the ears, down and back. Lift those hands up. Clench the bum, push the pubic bone down, draw in the core, lift the belly, and then lift the legs off the ground. Push those hands away from the shoulders. Lift those arms up for 5, 4, 3, 2, hold them at 1. Imagine someone's pulling they're standing at your feet, they're pulling your arms backwards. So pull, lift the head and shoulders up and release. Lift the head and shoulders up and release. Don't push the tummy in the floor. Lift the head and shoulders, release. Lift from your bum and from your upper back. Release and lower. Let go of those arms. Bring those hands back around to the bottom ribs. Breathing in, roll those shoulders up to the ears, down and back. Lift that chest up off the floor. Breathing in. On the out breath, push off those hands and come onto the thighs. Push off the hands and come onto the knees. Now push your bum in the air and go back into child pose. Stretch through that body, stretch through that lower back. Breathing in, take the knees apart so your tummy can hang down between your legs. And then walk the hands to the right side of the mat. Drop the bum left and stretch through that left side. Breathing in, breathing out. And then walk the hands to the left. Drop the bum right. Breathing in, breathing out. Bring those hands back to the center. Pulling those knees apart, come up onto all fours. Turn that tailbone down, push the back up. Turn that tailbone up, push that chest down. Come into neutral. Holding in neutral, putting those knees apart from each other. We're going to take the right knee out to the side and down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, keep the body still, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, knee on the floor. Take the left leg out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees on the floor. Arch that back up. Sink that back down. Bring those eyes up. Come into neutral. Walk those knees forward so that you come to sitting on the ground. Legs out straight. Hold behind those knees. Pull the toes to the nose. Lift that chest up. Roll those shoulders up to ears round and back. Roll those shoulders up to the ears round. Put the hands on the floor. Lift up that chest. Breathing in. Push that back of the head backwards. Lift that chin up if you can. And then bring those eyes to horizontal. Pull that chin back. Release those hands off the floor. Bring them all the way up in front of you. Bring them all the way up to the sky, all the way around us the floor. All the way up, keep them there. Pushing those hands up. Pull the toes to the nose. Push the seat bones down, bring the armpits forward. And then release those hands out wide. Rest them on the legs. And roll your shoulders. Well done.